Alright, hello everybody. I'm Clay Brazil. I'm the golf course superintendent on the Players Stadium at TPC Sawgrass. We're here today to talk about the precision air units that we have here on property. Just to kind of give everybody some background information. 2 years ago, we removed our vaulted systems that we had in the ground post the 2006 renovation. We had vaulted subsurface drainage systems on all our greens because of the difficulties in maintenance with those. From water intrusion into the system and the fact that you have to dig up those units every time you want to repair them, we decided that the above ground units were the best way to go for our property. And 2 years ago we went in and we installed 6 of the original precision air heating units onto our putting green 1, 4, 9, 10, and 17 green. We had great success with those units as far as growth rates and growth potential through the winter on the Bermuda grass here in Jacksonville, and we decided to go full scale. And last winter, 2012, we came in and we finished the rest of the greens. We've had, like I said, we've had great success with these units. The first 6 really gave us a chance to kind of see really what we want out of the remaining 14. And one of the things that we noticed was that we wanted some more automation for the machine, so we could dictate more temperature set points, so that when we turn the machines on for a heating purpose, the machines are pretty well automated to where we're not having to go out and turn on extra heating elements ourselves based on microclimates throughout the golf course. So here we have a precision air machine piped into the subsurface drainage on the green. This is the heater at number 2, piped into the green. The green drainage uses dual valves to create pressure zones for suction and blowing of air. This precision air, as we said, it'll blow hot air, it'll also blow cool air. The heating and the cooling both run through a reverse cycle HVAC unit, similar to what's found in the marine industry. Our units for heating also have 2 additional heat strips to gain an extra heat source, 2 extra heat sources during the colder months up here in Northeast Florida. As we said, we can both blow air, which we do when we heat the green, and we can suck air during a rain event, or like we did today with a wetting agent application that needed to be heavily watered in. We use that to help perk the water at a quicker rate and decrease puddling on the greens. The unit itself, you can run the unit via radio, an irrigation radio through your irrigation box and the controllers on the golf course, or you can run it locally at each heating unit. For today's demonstration purposes, we have the unit set up in local, which means that the functions of the heater will all be run from this main control panel. Inside the controls of the precision air, you'll see 3 control cards and some contactors. The brains of the operation are happening up here with the control cards. This is what dictates if the heater's going to run in cool, heat. This is our heat boost 1, and this is our heat boost 2. We'll run the unit and kind of demonstrate the readouts on the displays, but you won't be able to hear me talk, so we're going to run through the machine before we turn it on. Each heating element has a high set point and a low set point. The low set point determines if the heating element's going to turn on during that day, and the high set point dictates when the heating element's going to shut off. What we like to do is we run the air 100% of the time in the winter time, and if the heat gets too hot, the heating elements will shut down, but the ambient air will continue to run. Because you're running air, we feel like we need to have the soil around the pipe act as an insulator, so we don't want to lose any of that warmth that we've gained by running the machine around the clock. So yeah, low set points, high set points. One of the other benefits to the precision air is that it runs off a dual motor, dual fan system inside the vault. What that means is some units run off a single motor and single fan, and they have a valve which will turn the unit from suction to blowing. This unit has 2 motors. It really decreases any of the small headache type maintenance things that can occur because you're running off 2 separate motors. So that's kind of generally how the machine works. We'll demonstrate the machine and it functioning and how we're going to use it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at TPC Sawgrass. So basically we're going to come over here The machine's powered up. It's in local, meaning that we're going to run it from this control. First, because we want it to run 100% of the time and blow, we're going to turn on the blower. You can hear it click on. Then we're going to turn on the RC heat, the reverse cycle heat. This is the first phase of the heating. And because it's self-automated, we're going to go ahead and turn on electric heat strip 1 and 2. Now when we open the panel, you can kind of see the brains start to operate. This is the reverse cycle heat strip. As you can see, as the display cycles through, the incoming air is at 75 degrees. The outgoing air is at 86. The contactor just connected this heating element so that you're going to start to see the outgoing air increase relatively quickly. Right now our low set points for turning the heater on, this is 80, 70, and 60. Because the incoming air is at 75 degrees, neither one of these heat strips is going to run. If we go into the heat strip just to demonstrate the machine functioning, if we go into the heat strip and select the heat set point and raise it above 75, you'll hear heat strip 1 connect and turn on. It's turned on. So now you're going to start to see the outgoing air temperature increase even quicker. So we're at 104 before, we're now at 105. It's going to start climbing quicker as this heat strip really starts to boost. 106. So overall, that's pretty much the summation of how the machine's going to operate. When you turn the machine off after it's been in heat for a while, first we're going to change this set point back to where it originally was at 70 degrees. You heard it click off because we're above 70 degrees, so it doesn't need to run. Now when you turn the machine off, the machine's going to go through a cool down phase. So we're going to turn off the heat strips. We turn off the reverse cycle. The heater's going to continue to run to cool all the hot air out of the machine before it completely shuts down. For our purposes, we're going to go ahead and shut the machine off quickly. So there you have it. That's the Precision Air functioning in heat mode. If you have any questions, like I said, please feel free to contact me. Thanks.